So my name's Kylie Tyndale Smith, and I live here at Gidgie's Bush Camp.
And how does the community use this space, or how do you?
Well, originally we thought it would be based on tourism, and to our surprise, it has been something that has become the meeting place for locals. So a lot of young mothers, they can come, they can feel relaxed. If there's no one else here, we just close the front gate and they can stay for however they want to in the space.
Tell me about it. I know we've got Connecting Community Australia volunteers here. What's the work they're doing for you?
No, we are building a shed. It's the steel shed, which Gidgie's going to manage all of her, I think her crocheting classes and her beading class, etc. So slab's going to extend out another 4 metres, but our role in the next 48 hours is to build all the stumps and the roof and get all the coverings over. But it's goddamn hard work.
So you think this sort of volunteering is very important?
Oh, without it, I think it brings some enthusiasm back to the people.
Yeah.
Just the communication that they have, getting to sit down and have a conversation with somebody different. I just think it brings a good feeling to everyone, and we learn skills off them and they learn skills off us, which is another really good thing that comes out of it all. They get to learn how we live in the bush. I have a lot to do with the western communities, especially around the Channel Country and the Quilpie area. It is just absolutely dire straight out there. Where we go from now, I'm not quite sure. I think that a lot of people are going to have to make some really, really hard decisions. I have really bad concerns for the mental health of real people, because we're such stubborn people and they won't open up.
Blue, can you just tell us a bit about what you do on your property here?
It was a cattle-only operation, but now we're diverting back into sheep because we've got an exclusion fence, and the cattle are just a bit too hard to keep alive here in this. I think the climate's changed a bit. You know, there's been last 18 years, I think there's only been 3 or 4 good ones, and so we think that we can do better by going into sheep.
What numbers have you got on stock?
We've only got 3,000 sheep here and 300 or 400 head of cattle. And rest of the cattle are on the road. They've been halfway around Queensland this year.
And has it, we've had Connecting Communities Australia here for the last couple of days. Do the volunteers make a difference for you?
Oh, look, honestly, if they just sat on their asses and talked to me, it was worth it. It was wonderful. But they really are wonderful people. I can't believe the kind, they just, I couldn't say enough good things about them. They're just, and they're not, I don't know, they're pretty smart, lot of blokes. But their charity is just amazing, I think.
And what jobs have they done for you over the last couple of days?
Well, we've been fencing. Yeah, I picked all the worst jobs I could find that everyone hates doing, like painting inside at the house, putting new fence up. So they've been wonderful.
Well, it's actually been really inspiring to see how resourceful the farmers are around Charleville. 7 years of drought, and yet they're still here. They're still producing livestock. They're still contributing in a very strong way to the Australian economy. We've been to 6 different properties across this week. Our volunteers have picked up small tasks like fencing here, painting, fixing buildings, fixing water pumps. So doing a lot of things that perhaps would be left in the current situation because of the need to continually feed the animals, but just really inspiring people, and it's been an absolute privilege to visit these people, spend time on their properties, and particularly sit around and listen to stories in the evening. I know they're all saying that the companionship is a really important part of our time here around Charleville.